against the New York Knicks. Celtics. Knicks. Up next.
With steals, assists, or points, Rajon Rondo has numerous ways he can beat you. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the New York Knicks. Pour a little more milk into that cereal and settle in for a Saturday morning bout of NBA on your 2K station. Here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. Kevin Garnett and Shaquille O'Neal in the middle. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce on the wings. And for the Knicks, Randolph is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Felton. Then there's Gallinari and Chandler. The Knicks came in 11th place in the Eastern Conference Park a season ago, going 29-53.
And that record included 20-32 in the Eastern Conference. Coach D'Antoni, well respected around the league, but even in the East, he just didn't have enough firepower or defense to have a better record.
Big Dog gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul. Stolen.
He knew exactly where the ball was going and got a hand on it.
Now Felton defender. Back to Shaq. Allen for three, and that is good. Allen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Coach Mike D'Antoni, it's been an interesting journey from Phoenix to the New York Knicks.
Well, in the Valley of the Sun, he had teams that made 2 conference finals and was definitely in the running for a title. He felt like the front office didn't really have his back, so he decided to head to the Big Apple.
I think he sized it up well. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Earlier I spoke with Mike D'Antoni. I asked him about his game plan, and he told me he trusts his team on the offensive side. He said playing with patience and looking for the open man are what we do best. And if they can keep their cool, move the basketball around, they should be just fine, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Clark, is there anything that can really be done about shooting once the game begins?
I don't think so. Shooting is about confidence and form and technique and mechanics, but shot selection is something coaches will harp on.
The last 2 seasons for Mike D'Antoni have not been easy.
No, you can see the strain all over his face. I mean, he's a positive, easygoing guy, and yet despite the losing, no reward this season with this season's draft pick going to Utah. He's hoping the free agent acquisitions can give him a more complete.
And he puts it down with authority. Spike slam cam for another angle.
He has almost supernatural bouncing ability. He can bounce right out of the building.
Only a handful of players have that kind of athleticism, Clark.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
On defense, Boston, 4-point game. You know, Clark, you got to play great basketball in your own conference, and for the Celtics, well, they came away with 33 wins against the East last season.
Well, that's about what you'd expect from them, Kevin, given their talent and experience. I mean, anything less than 30 wins in that conference with their roster, you'd have to be disappointed in that.
Now Felton. Throws it up.
That should be absolutely illegal. Perfect timing on that alley-oop. That's how you make the connection.
What a hookup between those two.
No better example of pure teamwork than what we saw there. Kick it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Here's Felton. 51 seconds left in the first. Here's Gallinari. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. And it's the Celtics with the ball. They lead by 4. Wasn't careful with his position. Gets nailed with the backcourt violation. A different look for New York. Tony Turioff, who's checked in for Randolph. And it's Azagupi in for Wilson Chandler. Then for the Celtics, O'Neal comes in for Shaq, and Marquise Daniels is subbed in for Paul Pierce. Now Turioff goes up, and it's Stoudemire with the jam.
That's the way to make sure. Throw that thing down with 2 hands for the monster jam.
What a sight it is to see when he hammers it home like that.
Exactly what it was, a tomahawk hammer. I'm not a big fan of the fadeaway in that situation, but he drained it. Nice shot.
Felton takes it up. Now Garnett defends. And Stoudemire slams it in.
He made sure to get a little extra hang time there, just to rub it in the defender's face a bit.
Look out below. I wasn't sure he was ever going to come down.
You know, he can sink it from out there. It didn't happen that time, but at least it's in the back of the defense's mind that he will let it fly from there. You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Takes the three. Gallinari snatches it inside. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in the tie. We'll be back momentarily. And now the start of the second quarter. And so far, it's been a closely contested game. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Last season, Clark, another tough one for the Knicks.
Yep, you know, even playing in the weakest division in the league, they still only went 6-10 playing against the other teams in the weak Atlantic Division.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Rajon Rondo. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Glenn Davis. Then it's Pierce. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Kevin, the Celtics are certainly not the fastest-paced team in the NBA, but in point guard Rajon Rondo, they have a one-man fast break. Paul Pierce said, "We get the ball to him as much as possible when we get stops because he can create havoc. He's one of the fastest point guards in the league. He can also finish, and that's exactly what we need." Kevin?
Yeah, a lot of jump shooting on that team. He gives them that threat to get to the rim. Thanks, Doris. And Clark, the NBA certainly would like to see the Knicks, a team with such a huge fan base, reclaim a little of their luster.
Not only would the league like to see it, but their rabid fans would love to see it as well. It takes time after you disassemble something to put it back together, and that process sometimes is much slower than you hope.
One aspect of the Celtics game that has been so strong of late is Clark, their defense. And, you know, they tied the Lakers for fifth best defensive efficiency in the NBA last season. I mean, they've been good for a long time on defense, and they carried that through again last year.
Well, when you've been as good as they have been, you know that's where you need to be solid on a consistent basis to win a championship. When you have Pierce on the outside and Garnett clogging up the middle, it gets very difficult to score points on the Celtics.
Tony Douglas, 6'1", his second season out of Florida State, and Clark taken number 29 last season by the Knicks.
You know, and he really had a tough time finding minutes because of Nate Robinson being there. But once Nate was traded to the Celtics in the second half of the season, Douglas got an opportunity to play, and he responded quite well. I like this kid. He's strong, he's aggressive, he's got good ball skills, and knows how to put it in the basket. So keep an eye on him, Kevin.
For the Knicks, Anthony Randolph, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. It's Felton in for Kalena Azubuike. And the Celtics making a change here. Allen gets called for the reach. That's his first foul. Here is Felton. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That's on Shaq. And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Here is Robinson. 54 seconds left in the second. Pierce for three. Busted. No good that time either. The Knicks leading by 4.
An ideal time, you go 2 for 1. Every possession counts.
Randolph. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. That's on Shaq.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
The first free throw is good. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I really like the way their offense looks here in the second. They're getting to the line more here than they did in the first quarter.
Allen for 3. Gallinari scoops it up. We'll see what the coach has drawn up. Will they out for the quick shot? Felton kicks to Douglas. Leads him with the pass. And the Knicks miss again. Celtics trail by 6. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Allen, that's good. Here is Felton.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Allen is tagged with the reach. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Could have had more there, but at least he made it a 2-possession game.
Goes up. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Allen's got 12 in the game. Here is Felton. Here's Douglas. Here's Randolph. No good on that last second attempt there. That'll do it for the first half.
Saturday in the NBA, kick back and enjoy the HP halftime show. An impressive start for the Knicks. That'll do.
Well, it's been a tight game as we enter the second half. Both teams going at it. And it's the Celtics with the ball. They've trailed by as many as 6.
Despite their struggles, the Knicks still draw plenty of fans. The 5th highest attendance numbers in the league last season. Over 19,000 fans a night.
Gallinari is out there with Randolph. Then there's Felton and Chandler. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here is Felton. Gallinari with it. A 10-footer. And Pierce pulls it down. Well, Clark, New York always considered a mecca for basketball.
Yeah, they produced some outstanding players over the years, and they're knowledgeable fans, they're passionate fans. I always looked forward to going to New York. Even if I knew it was going to be a tough game for us to win, just being in that environment was exciting.
This is a great building.
It is a terrific building with great energy.
Let's swing it over to Doris Burke.
Guys, Rajon Rondo hinted back in February of last season that there was turmoil in the Celtics locker room. He said every guy had to look in the mirror and had to hold themselves accountable. We've got to be a team with no agendas. In the locker room, you could feel it. You don't feel like it's the same continuity and camaraderie in the locker room as it was the first year. We've got to find a way to get that back. Guys, going into the playoffs, they seem to pull themselves together. We'll see if that continues into this season.
Thank you, Doris. And young Rajon Rondo has spoken.
Kevin, I like what he's doing. You're the point guard. You're the future of this franchise. He didn't call out anybody specifically. He's just saying we lost something. And now we've got to find a way to get it back.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Kevin, this is certainly one aspect of the game that you never want to see. Hopefully the injury's not too severe and he'll be able to return to action soon.
Here's Felton. He's got 5. So here's Gallinari. He dumps it off. Stoudemire with a pass to Gallinari. Places 1 from 3. 7 points in the game. Amari Stoudemire, an incredible finisher inside, and for how much he attacks the basket, he doesn't turn over that much, which is a good sign.
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. And part of the reason he does take care of it is because he has such great speed and leaping ability. A lot of times he just catches it, quick step, rises over the defense, and flushes it down. He doesn't need to put the ball on the deck too much.
Good point on the speed. You're right. Too tough to cover sometimes.
Yep. Wow, talk about confidence and attitude. He brought that fast break triple right in the defender's face.
One thing that always comes to mind, Clark, with New York against Boston, this rivalry means so much to these cities.
It does. They're right there next to one another on the East Coast, and it really doesn't matter what the sport is either, Kevin. You think